So you are broke and it's 2023, you're walking into the year and you're like, well, how the hell am I supposed to make money, or how the hell am I supposed to do something for myself? Now, if you're listening to this video, you're listening to it for a reason. And I want to congratulate you, because at the end of the day, clearly you had the intention of searching up, I am broke, what do I do? So I wanted to congratulate you, because this is going to be the first step in you actually realizing what you can do with yourself and turn it into something that you can actually make money with in 2023. Essentially what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to go ahead and actually break down how you can look at yourself, look at your strengths, your weaknesses, look at what you have as an individual, what you have to your name, and truly assess, hey, what can I do with what I have current state and make it and turn it into an income producing skill. So ultimately what this video is going to show you is, hey, who am I as an individual today, and where can I actually be with what I have right now without changing anything that I currently have? You need to look at your skill set ultimately, right? So it could be copywriting, it could be creating content for people. Maybe you're really good in front of a camera. Maybe you're a coder, right? Go be a freelancer as a coder, right? You have that skill set and you can go and take that elsewhere. If you're a video editor, maybe you go and start taking on freelance projects while you're working your job, right? So that you can make some additional income, and eventually that income can go and replace that income. You might be really good with actually selling things to people, but don't take that for granted, because a lot of people who are introverts are sometimes the best salespeople. You can be an entrepreneur, which is an internal entrepreneur of an actual business, and do something big for yourself. Now, the cool thing with skills where you're building that are completely transferable, like sales, is you can take them from anywhere that you go, right? So building out sales as a skill set, even if you want to build a business, you're going to be selling yourself, you're going to be selling clients, you're going to be selling students, whatever it may be. Building a high income producing skill is super, super powerful. Now, those aren't skills that are easy to do, which is why hard work is so important to consider. When you're in, typically with these environments, you're in a commission only environment. You know, my first thing that I did was I went and knocked doors for a living. Look at yourself and ask yourself, what do you think you're good at? Are you good with process? Maybe you want to go get start a project management business of some sort. You know, whatever it may be, look at your skill set and capitalize on what you know you are already good at. Because if you don't do that and you go and try to learn something absolutely brand new, then yes, that can be harder. But if you look at, hey, I'm really good at working with people and really good at talking to people. I've never done sales, but those two match up, right? So by you doing that and assessing, hey, who am I as a person? Building out what you can do in the future is going to be super, super important. Your network is your net worth. And it's true, right? As you continue to grow in business, or as you continue to grow as a person, the more valuable people you know, or the more valuable people that are actually in your network, the more powerful you can become as a person. When you're looking to build out a skill set or a job or get something that you can make more money with, look immediately to who is in your network. Right? You wouldn't know. Maybe you have a friend that's an entrepreneur that is looking for an apprentice of some sort, and you're wanting to build a skill set. Or maybe you have somebody who runs a program, like an educational program, and he's looking for a closer, right? Somebody to do sales. So by leveraging your network, you might have an opportunity in front of you that you didn't in fact know, without actually asking the question and just realizing, hey, I have all these powerful people in my network. Why aren't I using that? This is why Brian and I spend thousands of dollars on masterminds, because we build out our network, and when we need something, we reach out to those people, right? If you look at Warren Buffett, he goes inside of a room with very powerful people, not with the intention that he knows everything, but it's that, hey, he's really good at this, and he knows somebody who's really good at this, really good at this. And ultimately that synergy that they can create creates opportunity, creates wealth, creates more success, and you can leverage the skills of other people by working people in your network. Now, the next portion I'm going to talk about is time, and everybody uses time as an excuse. And in fact, when I first got started in business, when I first started my Amazon business, it took me 2 years before I took the plunge in actually building that business. Hundreds of products researched, and I always made the excuse that I had no time. And then I reevaluated myself and I was like, holy crap, I have time. Everybody has 15, 30, 1 hour, 2 hours every single day that they can go and carve out. Whether that's sacrificing Netflix, whether that's sacrificing going out for a beer with your friends. You have the ability to do something for yourself, but you need to realize that, hey, if I want to do something and make more money in 2023, I'm gonna have to sacrifice some of the things that I love in my life. Whether it's waking up an hour early before work, right? It's like everybody, it's New Year's, they want to go to the gym, but they're like, oh, I have no time. Well, you have time if you wake up an hour early. Maybe you sacrifice an hour of sleep so that you can be healthy again. You want to learn and you have an hour drive at work. Well, instead of driving home listening to music, why don't you go and actually listen to a podcast or listen to an educational course while you're in the actual car? Everybody has time. You just need to figure out how best to use your time so that you can effectively grow your skill set and therefore grow the income that you actually want to make, so you no longer can be broke. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is leverage. Now, the reason why leverage is so important, and as you continue to grow as an individual or somebody in business, or maybe it's just growing as a closer, well, you need to realize how much your time is actually worth. For me, it's no longer, hey, how do I do this? It's who do I know that can do this for me, or who on my team can I use to be able to do this for me? So after you piece all the pieces of the puzzles together, what you'll realize is that you can't, as an individual, do absolutely everything. It's why salespeople have sales assistants. It's why CEOs have executive assistants. Why be the person to book your travel when you can have somebody do that for you so that you can do things that are worth your time? Right? If I value my time at $1,000 an hour, well, every time I go into a task, I ask myself, hey, is this $1,000 worth of my time? Or can I have somebody on my team do it? So by using the power of leverage, hiring the people that you need in business, or using different systems, different tools as a salesperson so that you don't have to do as much work. Maybe you hate administrative work. Why not hiring a VA for 2 hours to do your admin work? Right? Why not using a system that tracks your leads for you, or your call time for you, or your calls for you, and does some follow-ups for you so that you can actually take more sales calls? Because you know that in a sales call, you have the ability to make $3, $4, $5, $6, maybe $1,000 in that hour that you take that sales call. Why would you want to do the administrative work that's part of being a salesperson? Sure, you need to at the very beginning, but as you systematize your life, you need to create leverage by using systems, processes, technology to be able to buy more time in your life. So again, full circle, guys, we go over hard work, right? That's kind of the core of everything. If you have the ability to persevere, you cannot fail if you don't give up. We have skill set, right? Leverage what you're best at. Leverage what you know you can already do. Look at your network, right? By looking at your network, the power of that is that you could have an opportunity right in front of your eyes that you may not actually know without asking the damn question. And then time. There's no excuse that time can't be bought. There's no excuse that you don't have any time, because everybody has time in their lives. You just need to figure out what exactly is it that you're cutting out in your life so that you can do something for yourself and eventually make more money for yourself. And then piecing it all together is leverage. This is when every piece of the puzzle works together and you have people, processes, or technology that can automate portions of your life so you can make more money with the same amount of time that everybody has in the day. So guys, if you took value in this video and you truly want to do something for yourself because you are in fact broke and you want to change from being broke to being wealthy, or maybe it's just a side income that you actually want to build for yourself, go ahead and click this video right here. It's a video that goes over the top 5 side hustles that you can in fact do in 2023 so that you can buy more time, make more money, and stop being broke.